Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is the Fool's Journey Tarot. This is my friend Carmilla, and we're doing a general love reading for the sign of Pisces today. If you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, this reading may resonate for you. It is a general love reading, so it can pertain to romantic love all the way to a situation with an enemy. My readings are for those who, my intention is that my readings are for those who need to hear the message the most. So I hope that if you are watching this video, you are getting something out of it, whether it's confirmation of something you already know, or maybe you're receiving some new information that you've been wondering about. Take it or leave it, whatever resonates. I hope it works for you. Also, although today is July 27th, 2019, my videos are not time specific, so you may be watching this at a later date. It might still apply. Let's see what you've got. You've got the Moon, Pisces. This is your card and your underlying energy. You might be feeling lost. Maybe there's some hidden information, maybe some secrets. You have the Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So the Moon, you could be, maybe this is why you're watching this video, wondering about a person or a situation, some hidden knowledge or something you're not aware of. Some secrets. Feeling in the dark about how somebody feels. Three of Pentacles can indicate a work situation, whether it's with somebody or a job that you have. Working around other people. Six of Swords in the upright indicates you're moving away from something, a challenging situation, moving past that. Hanged Man in reverse can indicate a feeling of becoming unstuck, but this can also be a situation where you're feeling trapped with a single perspective, not seeing other points of view, perhaps feeling a little bit like a victim or a martyr. You might be coming out of a period of rest or time where you were going inward and you're coming out of that mode. Let's see what else comes up for you. Paired with the Moon, you have the Path, which is the Hermit card in the traditional tarot deck. Again, you might be going inward about something, analyzing a situation, tapping into your intuition. You have the Six of Water in reverse. Paired with the Three of Pentacles, you have the Two of Fire in reverse. Paired with the Six of Swords. And the Mother of Earth in reverse, paired with the Hanged Man. So Pisces, it feels to me that you are relying on yourself for gaining some knowledge regarding a situation that has you feeling in the dark, maybe. Moving forward with going with your heart regarding a circumstance or a relationship with another person. Looks like there's a lack of communication, maybe in the workplace or maybe just within a partnership with somebody else. This card, Six of Water, indicates this is lack of communication with somebody who is actually willing to or wanting to communicate. So this could be you wanting to communicate with somebody who's not willing to communicate with you. The Two of Fire is another communication card. Normally it would be the Two of Wands in the traditional tarot, but in this deck, if it were upright, it would be about there needing to be something that needs to be said and heard. In the reverse, it can indicate miscommunication or misinterpretation of information. You might be wanting to move away from that. Maybe there's been a history of poor communication within a relationship or a situation. Are you eating my hair again? Please don't. She likes to eat my hair once in a while. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe I should do a reading about that. Why does Carmilla eat my hair? The Mother of Earth in the traditional tarot deck is the Queen of Earth, and you have her in the reverse. This would be an energy of someone who can be a little excessive, maybe a little egotistical, a little bit lack of nurturing behavior, a little selfish, a little self-centered. This kind of matches with the Hangman in reverse if we're going with the idea of someone feeling like a little bit of a victim or a little bit of a martyr. Someone who may feel like they're getting the raw end of the deal. This could be you or another person. I haven't decided that yet. Although I think it's an energy separate from you, Pisces. Let's see what else we get. Clarifying the moon. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the path, or the Hermit card, you have the Four of Pentacles. This could be related to a financial situation. A conflict regarding a financial situation, or wanting to move away from a conflict. You could be holding on to something, a relationship or a situation. There's some harsh energy between you and this other person. There's a lack of equal give and take within a relationship, or it could be the equal give and take with the communication. Looks like you might be ending a cycle with this person, this Mother of Earth, Queen of Pentacles character. I think you're wanting to move away from conflict with this individual. They might be persuading you not to go, or trying to keep you from moving forward with something on your own. This partnership may feel like it's been a waste of time for you. Maybe you've spent a considerable amount of time with this person, or working on a situation with this person, whether it's a work situation or a relationship, and the time spent within it has not been worth it for you, or not worth it for them. You can switch the energies, because this can be vice versa. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying this Six of Water, which is that lack of communication. I feel like you want to talk. I feel like you want answers. You want communication, but this person is not cooperating. And it's resulting in miscommunication or misunderstandings within the relationship. You're feeling like you want to cut them out, or this could be you just ending conversation altogether. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Feeling like you want to cut them off, or cut them out of the relationship, or if there's a conflict, for example, that's been unresolved, maybe you've stepped away from it. You stepped away from a situation so that you can avoid this conflict. But there's hidden knowledge or information that's unknown, and it feels like you want to move forward, or you want to move past this. But there's a lack of closure maybe with this other person. This person may have misused their power within the relationship, or maybe mishandled I'm getting that they may have portrayed themselves as a victim within this relationship, and it resulted in a kind of like an abuse of power, I guess, because they're acting like maybe you were in the wrong and needed to be the one to approach and make amends and fix things, when in reality, and maybe they cut off communication, were expecting you to approach them and talk to them. So there's been this inequality, this imbalance of communication with you, because they've expected you to come forward versus them taking the initiative and making an effort, because maybe they feel like they shouldn't have to because you were wrong and they weren't. Might be a partnership where you two were involved in, I'm not sure that I'm feeling romance right now. It might be a partnership where you two were involved in some kind of financial endeavor, whether it be a job or a new project you were working on, or trying to get something off the ground regarding a business together. I feel like you put some considerable amount of time into this relationship or this effort with this person, and you've also been thinking deeply about moving away, or whether this is the right option to get out of the situation rather than moving forward with them. Due to the lack of communication, the communication factor may have caused a problem within the relationship, or moving forward with whatever this was for you two, if it was a work situation. I think you want to end the cycle with this person. I feel like this is something that's not new. Like, in other words, it's probably something you've dealt with in the past with this person. So you might feel like it's not something that they're going to grow out of or change so that things get better. You have the Six of Cups, clarifying the Moon card. This would be someone from your past. This is not somebody new. Could be a family member. This can be a long-standing relationship you've had, maybe since childhood. Maybe you've been best friends for a long time. Clarifying the Hermit or the Path card. Again, you have the Six of Swords. There's a repeat. Deciding to move away from, and venture out on your own. I feel strongly that you are contemplating, either you have already or you're thinking about moving forward on your own. You have the Death card in reverse, clarifying the Three of Wands. I think you're trying to avoid conflict, whether that means, severing the relationship or taking a break from it. And the Six of Pentacles, again, in reverse, another repeat, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. There's some imbalance within this situation. I think if you feel like if you stay, then that's not going away, that there will always be this imbalance. Maybe you've been the one kind of carrying the load this new endeavor of yours, a new work opportunity, and you've been carrying the load, kind of waiting for your person to come around and do their fair share or take some responsibility. The communication has been a complete failure. This could be that you two are just on two different planes. You're just not communicating well. You're not getting each other. The Hangman showed up again. We have another repeat, this time in the upright. I think you're trying to figure out why there's such a lack of communication, or why there's such poor communication, that there's misunderstandings, maybe mistakes being made because you're not getting your points across. Your person doesn't want you to move on. At the same time, they don't want you to go because they feel like you're abandoning them. I think that's what I'm getting off of this. Just got the Chariot card clarifying the Hangman in reverse. I feel like they think that you're abandoning them. At the same time, they are not acknowledging what you bring to the table in regards to this relationship or the situation that you two are in. They don't see it. Either they don't see it at all, what you bring to the table, and they're not appreciating that, or they see it and they're not acknowledging it. They're not communicating that. And this is not something new for this person. This is a personality trait of theirs. Maybe they tend to be a little bit self-centered, a little selfish. The Emperor in reverse. That can be abuse of power, but that can also be someone who has a lack of control. They don't do well on their own. They kind of need somebody to act as a crutch for them. You may want to communicate some of these concerns regarding this partnership and this lack of communication or inability to communicate clearly, but they might be refusing to talk to you right now. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. This is another repeat card. You're feeling trapped to a certain extent from moving on. Maybe they are succeeding a little bit in making you feel a little guilty because you want to go, because you want to move forward. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This can indicate wanting a new beginning, but by yourself. You reap the benefits of the rewards of your own hard work rather than doing the amount of work for two people, but only getting reaping the rewards for, your half. Communication has been a complete failure. And this has been a burden on you. You almost don't feel like moving forward with cooperating with this person and trying to communicate. Instead, it feels like you're trying to even maybe build walls so you can avoid their influence on your decision to move on, because there is a sense of feeling trapped right now. And I think that their influence, the light's starting to come in the windows, so if it starts to get harsh, I'll close the curtain a little bit. Sorry about that, Pisces. Again, you might be feeling trapped, like you can't move forward. You might be trying to figure out, is this the right thing to do? Should I go ahead and move on without this person? They're not really pulling their weight. There's a lot of conflict. I can't get a hold of them when I need to. Is this love worth it? You're going inward about this relationship. Is it worth it to hang on? Is it worth it to hang on to this imbalance, or do I move forward? This is a long-standing relationship, and I believe the dynamics within this relationship have been pretty, that's a little better. Sorry about that. The dynamics of this relationship have been pretty consistent. In other words, I feel like you have always kind of played the role of being in charge or taking care of things when things go wrong. I think this person has a way of making you feel like you're not doing enough, or that they just can't do it. There's a sense of, I missed a card. Did I miss a card there? Damn it. Let's just do clarify. Sorry, I'm just noticing I didn't put out all my cards. I didn't clarify the world. Get a clarification on the world. 2 cards. Yeah. This is an endless cycle of this person being childish. You got 2 pages to clarify the world. This person is not pulling their fair share. They may feel like a failure and act like a failure and then whine about it. Oh, it's too hard. I don't know what to do. I don't know how. Please help me, Pisces. And they might be a little deceitful. The Page of Swords in reverse. Again, this could be just non-communication, but this could be someone who's hiding things from you. Maybe they're putting on this victim mask so that they can keep some things under wraps about their actual behavior or what they're doing behind the scenes, and maybe that's why there's a little bit of a lack of communication. I feel like you've kind of been in this constant state of trying to avoid conflict with this person. That's what it feels like to me. Like it's never ending. You have the Death card in reverse, clarifying the 6 of Wands in reverse. Something that should die but won't. This never-ending conflict. And you're trying to figure out why and then what to do about it. Whether you move away or you stick around. Because if you stay, you're hanging on to that imbalanced relationship where you're just pulling all the weight. I don't feel like this is romantic. This might be like I said, this might be a friendship, or this might be a partnership within a work situation. Maybe you own a business together. Let's get some clarifiers for you, Pisces, and see if we can't get any more information. The number one factor I'm seeing here is just this lack of communication. Like I said, it could just be downright poor communication, or dishonest, or none at all for this person. And you just want to get out of this. It's just not going anywhere for you. They're not changing. They're not seeing their, faults in their behavior, their negative ways, and kind of laying all the blame on you. Clarifying the Hermit or the Path card, you have the King of Wands. This feels like your energy. King of Wands is someone who's passionate, who's a leader, who is well liked, who runs the show and does a good job at it. Strong-willed, capable, very capable. This person may have seen that in you and kind of latched onto you because they realized what kind of potential you have and wanted that for themselves too. You have the 10 of Cups, clarifying the 6 of Water in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. This could be hard for you to move away from because it could be a family situation. This 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness card. maybe this is a family member. Maybe you have experienced, you know, some deep love for this person, a connection. You do have the Six of Cups up here too, a connection that's been long-standing and has stood the test of time, at least up until now. Maybe at one time there was happiness. Maybe that's why you're feeling trapped moving on, because there was, or maybe even still is to a certain extent, a level of happiness that you know you would be walking away from if you left this situation or this person. In the Four of Swords in reverse. This is another repeat. In the Four of Swords, where is it? Right here, in the same group of cards. This would indicate coming out of a state of rest or a state of period of time where you're going inward, trying to figure out, find some answers. You're coming out of that. And clarifying your person, we have the Star card in reverse. This would be lack of hope, a lost dream, a wish that didn't come true. Again, and the Star card can mean a lot of time has passed. This person, you know, didn't become this way overnight. They've been this kind of person for a very long time. Just a lack of hope in moving forward with them, because I think you're realizing that maybe they're not going to change. They may say that, you know, they have the Devil in reverse card clarifying the Emperor in their energy up here. They might be talking a good game. Maybe they're saying, yeah, I know that I've made these mistakes, and I know that, you know, I've done this and that, and I'm going to change. They might have, you know, come up with that whole conversation. How many of us have had conversations like that with somebody who's causing grief in your life? Oh, I know I did this and that, and I'm so sorry, and I promise I'll change. I was just going through some hard times, or I was drunk and I didn't know what I was talking about, or so-and-so, you know, hurt my feelings the other day, so I was just feeling down. There's always an excuse, right? There's always an excuse. So I feel maybe this person just keeps coming up with excuses on why they aren't pulling their weight or communicating when they should be. A few last clarifiers for you, Pisces, and then we're going to close this out. You have the Moon card in reverse, clarifying the moon. Yet another repeat. In this deck, it's about, again, just the unknown, but this is a little bit darker. Maybe there is something else hidden that's not being revealed because this person of yours is afraid, oh gosh, well, if Pisces finds out this about me, then they're surely going to dump me. So there might be something going on, something that they're hiding, something that they're not being completely honest about. I'm just checking the time, 20 minutes. Okay. Please stop. She's eating my hair. Don't eat my hair. You have the Five of Water, clarifying the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. This has caused you an extreme amount, it's been an extremely emotional situation for you making this decision on both parts, your person and yours. And you have the Omens card, which is the Tower card, coming out to clarify the Six of Swords. This move away from this person, or, you know, moving away out of this situation you currently feel trapped in. It looks like the, you know, Spirit's saying if you don't do it, something's going to force the situation, and you will either have to confront this person and come to terms with how they behave, or work with them to fix it, or leave. You have to, it looks like you know that you have to make a choice one way or the other. If I'm staying with this person, or are we going to work on things and fix it? Doesn't feel like it. I know I need to move on. You're still feeling trapped. maybe because they're giving you the, they're doing the pity party thing. Throw a pity party for me because woe is me, Pisces is going to leave me and I'm going to be all by myself suffering. And you have the Ostara or the Temperance card clarifying their energy. They need to seek some balance. They need to heal. They need to come to terms with some issues that are going on in their own lives. Please stop eating my hair. Look at that. She just took a hair. She just bit some of that off. I think it's your hope. I think you hope, you would like to see this person make a move to improve themselves, to do some self-healing so that you can continue to have a relationship with them and move forward with them. But I think that this lack of hope with the Temperance, lack of hope for balance, is really what you've come to the conclusion of, and maybe you're watching this video for that very same reason. Just one more confirmation that you're making the right move to get out when the going's good. So if you're looking for some clarity, you might actually end up finding it once you get out of the situation. A lot of people, if there's not closure, especially if they're the ones who are walked away from, you can't see she's being very aggressive right now, angry at me because I'm sticking my finger in her face, but she's trying to bite me. I'm sorry, Pisces, I'm getting a little distracted. Stop biting. Maybe this is how your person is feeling. This is what I'm just, someone gets broken up with, right? Or you leave the situation and they're all bent out of shape, feeling like the victim again, woe is me, and then they come out aggressively like this. Why did you do this? Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, all this, they start vomiting information, and maybe you end up receiving that clarity that you were seeking before, because now in their fit of rage and fit of anger, they're giving you the information you were seeking in the first place. And probably what it's going to do is confirm what you knew already, that you need to get out, and that you need to find some balance within your own life. Honestly, Pisces, it looks like you're running the show here. It looks like you are not running the show. I mean, you have your feet on the ground. You have it together and are pulling the weight of this other person and just not getting what they're getting out of the relationship. They're receiving much more out of this relationship than you are. It's definitely not an equal give and take. Anyway, Pisces, I hope this helped you, and I hope that you get some clarity out of this, if that's what you were seeking. I'm going to let you go, and I will see you next time. Take care.